everyone, and welcome to the Dakota Fundraising News Podcast. Today is Wednesday, August 13th. We are joined today with a special guest. Matt Marino, who's usually here, is out as it is his birthday. I don't actually know what he's doing, but I know that he is out for his birthday. I'm joined by Peter Harris. Peter, welcome to the desk.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for getting dressed up.
Of course.
If you're not watching on Vimeo or YouTube, Peter is in a suit and I'm in shorts and a quarter zip. I missed the memo on the suit. But today we're just going to jump right into things. We're going to talk about some newly registered RIAs. As always, I'll walk us through job changes and then I'll leave that to Peter. We'll call out some fundraising updates from some blue chip firms as well as some boutiques that you maybe have not heard about. And then we'll talk about our events. We'll close it out from there. How's that sound?
Sounds terrific.
Cool. Well, great. Jumping off with job changes. First, we start out with a FA change here where Abraham Isaac Gutierrez has left Bank of America, where he was a financial advisor, and has actually joined American Express. So a little bit of a different one than we've covered in the past. Just seeing someone transition from sort of that financial advisor role into more of a technology role, where he'll be an engineer for Amex. Do you have an Amex, Peter?
I do. It's really
love it. It's a charge card, actually.
Oh wow.
Maybe we can do a breakdown of the differences.
I love that. No, definitely would need it for me.
Cool. Moving right along, we have Matt Rodano, who has had an illustrious career in financial services since 1997 and was a business development executive at Northern Trust. Matt has left and has joined PNC. He is based here in Philadelphia, and at PNC Bank, he's going to be a VP and senior relationship strategist. Matt has an art history and English degree, which is interesting to see him get into finance. And William Todd West has finally transitioned from his role at Wells Fargo to become a managing director at West Hoffman Wealth Management, a Raymond James team in Virginia Beach. I'm going to go ahead and assume, based on his last name, that William is a part owner of that firm. Peter, take us away on the RIA side.
Okay, with RIAs, and that is just something we keep on hearing about. It's a really exciting, growing spot. Every single day, I just feel like I hear RIA, and you can't get enough of it. But for the first thing we're going to start about, and it's great to be with Pat here, fellow Delawareans, the Commonwealth Financial Network veteran Garrett Cunningham, along with Corey Cunningham, I guess they're brothers, registered Clearwave Capital as an independent RIA in Upland, California. I love California. I was there last week. It's a great state. Garrett Cunningham has been affiliated with Commonwealth since 1997, before I was born, while Corey Cunningham's more recent experience is with BBVA as Vice President of Venture Capital, Corporate Development and Strategy. This is obviously very interesting. It obviously helps underscore just the appetite for venture capital persists. The Constellation Wealth Capital-backed Merit Financial Advisors acquired a $225 million specialized team from Second Half Financial Partners. The Sebring, Florida-based team provides investment and retirement strategies focused on Florida's first responders, which is, by the way, a really great way to honor our first responders who do so much for us. Specifically, in this group, it's firefighters and law enforcement professionals. Very interesting. As part of the deal, Mike Fitch, senior partner and majority owner of Second Half, will join Merit as a wealth manager and partner alongside his team. The financial and legal terms of the deal, which closed on August 6th, were not divulged yet. And then last but not least, we're going to get into another exciting thing, and we're going to be talking about acquisitions. I mean, that's what we always love to hear, right?
Love
so
it.
119th Street Capital and Pelican Capital-backed Maridea Wealth Management completed the acquisition of Colorado-based advisory firm Hoot Wealth, which was registered earlier this year and has not disclosed its AUM in its Form ADV. The firm was founded by industry veterans Nick Crow and Byron Hinman, who are also involved in launching and scaling of Motley Fool Wealth Management. By the way, Motley Fool is something that I think everyone here has used, and it's very popular. So clearly, with their expertise and knowledge, and along with the other members of the Hoot team, it seems like they're going to do a good job with the scaling here.
Yeah, and that is a hoot. We will jump right over to the investment section now. We will start with Los Angeles City Employees Retirement System. Speaking of California, we'll just stay over there. The Los Angeles City Employees Retirement System, which uses NEPC, Townsend, and Axia as their consultants across different asset classes. You can find all of that in Dakota Marketplace. has made a $50 million commitment to EQT Exeter Europe Logistics Value Fund 5. That is a 43.5 million euro investment. That is part of their real estate portfolio, and this was unanimously approved by the pension on June 24th. It is finally closed August 1st. The TRS system of Illinois, Teachers Retirement System of Illinois, they use RVK, Makita, Stepstone, and Axia. A lot of consultant coverage there. They do have an in-house team as well. They have disclosed 7 new commitments, which total just shy of $700 million, which is $200 million to Blackstone, $150 million to Arlington Capital, $110 million to Advent International, friend of the firm. If you guys are listening, congrats. And $100 million to Covenant Capital Group. The pension currently has $13 billion in private equity and $12.7 in real assets. So continuing to bolster that.
Wow, those are just numbers that are just, hard to even the human brain to wrap its head around. But as things heat up this summer, we're going to be talking about water and for searches. So Massachusetts Water Resources Authority retirement system. So it has $730 million in asset classes. And so what happened with them is they narrowed their field to 23 semifinalists out of 39 responses to its $14 million opportunistic private credit RFP issued by NEPC on behalf of the pension. Also, I just think, Pat, that this illustrates how this investor appetite for private credit and just debt is becoming insatiable. And as of June 30th, Mass Water has allocated 12.4% of its private equity and debt umbrella against a 16% policy target.
Peter, what's that tell us all just about, everything going on for GPs and LPs across the industry? You don't have to go through everything, but maybe just a couple key highlights, what people should think about.
Well, I'll write you the dissertation, but right now, I would say right now, just with the inflation report coming out today with the CPI, inflation's a little elevated. People are worried about rates. Really just make sure to home in and develop and market your opportunistic credit capabilities, especially in less efficient and more fragmented markets to help rectify structural efficiencies, because this will help cater to plan sponsors who seek yield with downside insulation and protection.
Yeah. And we're seeing a lot of fundraising updates right now too. Folks are out there, folks are hitting the road. We'll just talk about a few here. So first we have Brookfield Asset Management. They are optimistic for their fundraising for 2025 to top last year, which is already incredible. For 3 months that ended June 30th, the global asset manager reported raising $22 billion in total capital across a few strategies. That's out of $97 billion over the past year, which is out of control. Would love just one, would be nice. And then if you haven't seen this in Dakota Marketplace, we've actually just added a ton of corporate venture capital arms and corporate venture capital data, including key contacts and investment strategy. But talking about a Japanese corporate venture arm, Gree Ventures. If you're not familiar with Gree, I certainly was not until 18 seconds ago. They're a Japanese mobile gaming company. They marked the initial close of their second fund, which was 4.4 billion yen, which is roughly 29.9 million in US capital commitments, which is very, very exciting. And again, corporate venture continues to be more and more topical. And finally, a multifamily office in Dallas, Texas, Legacy Knight. You can find out a ton of information about them in Marketplace. They have raised $20 million from clients in a Series A round, which will be used to pay down debt and offer equity to their employees. They manage $2.2 billion in client assets, $836 million on a discretionary basis, and $1.4 in a non-discretionary basis. Whew, that covers it for today. We are on the road, though. Peter, talk to us about the upcoming Dakota Cocktails. We have one tomorrow, as folks are listening to this, and then we have a few booked for September already.
Well, we just have some really exciting cocktails. I look at some of the places we are, and I'm like, I wish I could be there. Because,
you should go.
That would be great. So we're in Greenwich, Connecticut tomorrow, and then we have Dallas, Texas. And I might be a little biased because I went to school in Dallas for college. One of the best cities to do a cocktail event. That's September 10th. And then we have Los Angeles, California, September 17th, 2025. So we got Texas, California, Connecticut, some of the best states. And we're excited for everyone coming, and thank you.
Thanks, everyone. We'll be back soon.
This episode is brought to you by Dakota Marketplace. Are you tired of constantly jumping between multiple databases and channels to find the right investment opportunities? Introducing Dakota Marketplace, the comprehensive institutional and intermediary database built by fundraisers for fundraisers. With Dakota Marketplace, you'll have access to all channels and asset classes in one place, saving you time and streamlining your fundraising process. Say goodbye to the frustration of searching through multiple databases, websites, Form ADVs, and say hello to a seamless and efficient fundraising experience. Sign up now and see the difference Dakota Marketplace can make for you. Visit dakota.com/Dakota-Marketplace today.